All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Everyman crossword. First one for March. Let's see what Everyman has for us. Meal from Germany. Skipping starter of herring, perhaps. Oh, could the definition be herring, perhaps? And the answer is fish. Um, I don't know. I can't. Then we'd have to think of a meal from Germany in 5 letters and skip its starting letter. I don't know any German words for meals, I think. Germany, of course, could be D-E. Yeah, I don't get that. All right, $500 girl loans foolishly. Oh, well, 500 in Roman numerals is D. Oh, and then, yeah, girl loans, 9 letters. Ah, yeah, so I think the dollar sign is the definition. In fact, I think that's what the answer is. Uh, so it's the D from 500 plus the letters from girl loans, and they are anagrammed or foolish to give us a dollar sign. That's very clever. All right, ooh, so meal could be a dish. So yeah, D for Germany, and then it is herring, perhaps is fish, but minus the F because we already have the D. There we go. Work shy, mended rugs gladly. I feel like there's going to be an anagram in there somehow. Mended. Yeah, so rugs gladly is 10 letters. Took me a moment to spot that. So then work shy, I think, would be the definition. Ooh. Yeah, sluggardly, maybe? Is that right? It fits. I think that's the right letters. 2 L's, 2 G's. Yeah, I suppose. I think the question mark is saying just because you do something sluggardly doesn't necessarily mean you're work shy, but that might be one reason you drag your feet a little bit to do something. All right. Sweep your hand across mallard. Spooner's lost for words. Wow, well, the spoonerism seems to be lost for words, but then the definition would be sweep your hand across mallard. I don't think that's right. Uh, no, I don't see that at all. I like it, but I don't get it. All right, Yabo, and I see with the letters we have lout would fit. In defeat, changing sides. Yes, so a defeat might be a rout, and then if you change the R for right for an L for left, you get a lout. See darn rowers successfully diet. I'm thinking successfully diet could be lose weight. How do we get that from see darn rowers? Oh, I do see that it ends in 8, which could be a rowing team. So let's... C is low. Low, there's a ship on the horizon. To darn something might be to sew it, and then our 8 rowers. All right. Giants fan lost in the country. All right, I think we're going to anagram ha Giants fan in the country. Is it a country? I can just think of Argentina, Angola. What else is ace? Oh, Afghanistan, of course. My goodness, how did I not see that sooner? All right, one in theaters, Russian to be heard. So I think it's a homophone for Russian. So another word for speeding around minus its G, and it's going to be one in the theater. Oh, it could be, yes, so it's not a dramatic theater, it's an operating theater. Russian might be surgeon. All right, sun, becoming cold, most pale, and most painful. I'm thinking the definition is most painful. Uh, so maybe we have to think of a word for most pale that has an S in it, and we replace the S for sun with a C for cold. Most pale, wannest, whitest, lightest. No, I don't see that. Swanky do, took in virtuous night. I'm thinking Galahad. I think the definition might simply be night. A swanky do. No, it is a virtuous night is the definition. Swanky do is a gala. And if you took in somebody, you hoodwinked them, you had them. All right, let's go back to the downs. Somewhat frou-frou top, I antiqued, expecting impossibly good outcome. That's such a weird sequence of words. I was expecting it to be a hidden clue, especially with somewhat. Frou-frou, top eye, antiqued. It is a hidden clue. Just took me a while to spot that. Utopian. Yeah. Busy type, churning feta for hearty beverage. I think we must have an anagram of, yes, a busy type might be a busy bee. And then the anagram of feta is FT, and beef tea. I think I was given it when I was younger and I did not enjoy it, but maybe I would like it now. All right, opportunity to hide or not refined. I'm thinking a word for opportunity, maybe chance, is going to hide some kind of or. And then the definition would be not refined. Or maybe it's an opportunity and we anagram or refine to hide or not. That is 12 letters, so yeah, I think that's more likely. Uh, one in the oven. No, I think that fits, but what is that? I think I need another letter or two. All right, I presume this is referring to surgeon suppressing this impulse. Yeah, so just hidden within surgeon, you have an urge. All right, this was the sweep your hand across mallard, Spooner's law. Dumb struck must be lost for words. Yeah, so I think they just put the Spooner indication in a tricky little place. So, uh, dumb struck, duck strum, I think. Now, did Spooner mix up the ending of letters? Because a normal Spoonerism, I would have said, would be, oh, I suppose strum duck. Sorry, yes, yeah. I was overthinking that. So yeah, sweep your hand across guitar strings, for example, strum, and then the duck. Yeah. All right. Assemblages in humorous burlesque cycling. Well, a humorous burlesque would be a skit, and if you cycle the S from the beginning to the end, you get kits. So I don't think it's going to be the, maybe tie something. T. Don't see it. Book large hotel suite. Give us an address. Oh, I think give us an address might be like take the stand. Book large hotel suite. Yeah, I don't get that. Hollywood funny man seeing Scottish mountain increasingly serene. Is it going to be the name of a Hollywood funny man? 3-7, it does seem like it might be somebody's name. Seeing Scottish mountain. Yeah, I think the second word is going to end in ER, increasingly serene, placider. No, I don't think so. All right, let's go back to the across as lunch desultorily, that's not easy to pronounce, eaten, still keeping office bound principally. This is our weekly everyman where we take the principal first letters. So as lunch, desultory eaten, still keeping, yeah, Aldesco? Is that maybe that's a jokey phrase in Britain for eating at your desk instead of al fresco, al desco. I haven't heard that one, but I can imagine it's the case. Um, yeah, I mean, just following the first letters, that must be it. Yeah, I'm glad it's that type of clue. Otherwise, I don't think I would have come up with al desco. Now let's try the downs up to that one. Finally, ants all got slaughtered. That's 10 letters, so ants all got, I think, and I think the letters can be arranged to at long last for finally. Dear director, rugby player will miss opening. So I think since something missing its opening sounds like wordplay, I think the definition might be dear, and so maybe it's darling. Yeah, there is. So director can be abbreviated to D, and I think there is a rugby player, Will Carling, and so we get darling. Warning from German, sadly can't hug. Well, sadly can be an anagram indicator, can't hug can then become Achtung. We all know that from U2, if from nowhere else. Pole performs hip hop about box. Pole can be north or south, but then performs hip hop, maybe raps. Oh, yes. I think it's a triple. So a pole, as in a flagpole, could be a spar. Oops. Then we get some wordplay. Performs hip hop about, meaning raps backwards. And then to box with somebody could be to spar. That's an interesting clue there. All right, let's finish the downs. Group working together, rejected every man, tense, hiding hint of anger. Yeah, I think a group working together could be a team, and I can see the individual parts of this. Rejected every man is me, every man referring to himself as me, and tense can be abbreviated to T. So that's MET, and that's rejected or backwards. But you have to hide inside that a hint of anger, which is the first letter of anger. All right, communicative as expected. I think this must be a double definition. Surely that's an ing. Ending communicative. Don't see it. Of value to protect company. That's obvious early on. Ooh, maybe. Yes, so if something is of value, it's precious, but that hides a company, so that CO is a company, and then we resume with the C of precious, and that gives us precocious. So the very cryptic definition is that's obvious early on. Abruptly, run for it, a biting beastie. I'm thinking it's flee, could be a biting beastie. Yes, a run for it is flee, FLEE, but abruptly meaning to shorten it. And then the A is an A for a biting beastie. All right. Got a merger in trouble, borrow more. All right, in trouble telling us to anagram got a merger. And that's going to give us re-mortgage. Pine feature of guitar. That's a good one. Well, I think it must be a fret is a feature of a guitar, and I suppose to pine, I think of pining as more longing, yearning, rather than worrying. I think of fretting as worrying, but I think that's right. All right, let's try now our book large. Take the floor, I think. Yes, if you book a very large hotel suite, it might occupy the whole floor of the hotel. And now our Hollywood funny man, Ben, of course, a Scottish mountain, of course, a Ben. And then more serene might be stiller. All right. Sun becoming cold. Oh, I'm thinking achiest. Let me put that in. Sun becoming cold. So yeah, I think most pale might be ashiest. Not a word I think I've seen, but I think that's how that is working. All right, well, 20 now. Communicative, as expected. Is it for, Fore, far, as expected? Let me pause and think about that one. Ah, of course, it is forthcoming. So I suppose, yeah, if you're communicative, definitely you're forthcoming, and then something that is expected is forthcoming. Forthcoming book, for example. All right. Opportunity to hide or not refined. Opportunity. Opportunity knocks. Oh, who's the host of Opportunity Knocks? Very unctuous chap. He meant that most sincerely, folks. Something on the door? Tie on the door, is it? I think it must be tie on the door. Well, hold on, let me use the anagram helper just to confirm. To hide or not. Yeah, I mean, the third word must be the. Yeah, so if I swap the I and the T, I get my tie on the door. Now, I know, I think in American colleges where they would have dorm rooms, maybe it was the same in Britain, but if one roommate came back and found a tie on the door handle, he would know to not disturb his roommate inside. Um, so that's the only thing I can think of for opportunity, but I may be wrong. All right, well, there's the end of it. If I made any mistakes, please let me know. Uh, I do have a little bonus for you for sticking around, so let me pause and pull that up. All right, this came up on my Facebook memories today, a crossword I made back in 2013. I'll leave it here for a few seconds so you can pause and take a look. Now, I have to say, my grid is a terrible design with all those two-letter words, so I think those are mostly gimmies. And in fact, by solving the acrosses, I think you will get them anyway. But I was pleasantly surprised. I have no memory of making this, but I thought some of the surface readings were funny. So anyway, give this a go. Let me know in the comments which ones you get. And if you, yeah, if you like any of the clues or if you don't like any of the clues. All right, well, thank you as always for watching and have a great day.